My 30 male wife, 28 female, just came out after dinner. Needless to say, this is a throwaway, and I'm probably still in a bit of shock and haven't really processed everything completely yet, but my wife came out to me a few hours ago as gay. My wife will most likely identify this post and who I am, so I'm not too worried about that. We've been together since 2014 and married for the past 4 years and have a beautiful 18mo daughter. I'm heartbroken and not really sure how to process what's going on. My hands literally feel like they have 5-pound weights on them as I'm typing this. We agreed to not make any decisions until after we've talked to a professional, but I really wanted to try to get some advice. We live on the West Coast and both of our families live on the East Coast. I have no relationship with anyone really other than her and my daughter and our shared friends here, so I have no one to confide in. I really am worried about what will happen to my daughter and our relationship. Any advice is welcome. Sorry for the rambling. Edit 1. I'll post an update soon, but I'll be offline most of the day dealing with work and trying to contact professional services. I talked to my wife briefly this morning before getting my daughter ready for the day and have confirmed there are no romantic feelings for me. I want to say thank you all who had construction suggestions and willing to help me. Edit 2. I've reached out and have been assigned a volunteer at Straight Spouse Network who I've since sent an email describing my situation. I've also reached out to a past therapist to see if she has any availability. I'm hoping to have some sort of session hopefully in the next day if possible, but I think I might need to call some sort of crisis support. Not sure how much of this is because of not sleeping or whatever it is that I'm feeling. Edit 3. I'll try to post edits as more information comes up and provide more clarity. I've talked to my wife this morning briefly and confirmed that she still loves and cares for me, but not in a romantic manner. I've acknowledged to her that I know she's had time to process this in advance before coming out to me, but I need time as this is very raw and don't want to make any decisions until we're both together and individually talk to professionals. I don't blame my wife for this. I'm angry. I'm sad. I'm confused. I'm lost. But none of this is directed at her. I'm doing what I can right now to objectively seek help quickly. First of all, do nothing and take your time to process what she said. Sadly, there are not too many options that you have. Talk with a counselor about the best way to handle this so that your kid won't suffer. That needs to be priority number 1. Look for a counselor that you can see on your own and try to find ways to prevent resentment building up towards your wife. You should think about if you want to stay on the West Coast or if you could heal better at the East Coast, where your support system is. Talk with her about that option and if she would be willing to return to the East Coast if you think that would be helpful to you. No matter what, please stay away from alcohol and drugs. They won't help you. If you have someone at the East Coast that you trust like a sibling or a close friend, then call them and talk to them. Even if no infidelity is involved, the interests of your wife and you no longer align. You need to protect your rights as a father and protect your financial interests, especially if you are the breadwinner. So meet with a lawyer on your own to inform yourself what a divorce will look like for you. Replying to the top comment, to say I was the child in a very similar situation. My dad made it a point to never badmouth my mom and kept his grief away from us. My parents made every effort to have birthdays and holidays together, and I'm so incredibly grateful they put me and my siblings above it all. I never had to choose who I saw on which important date. My parents were able, after time and healing, to turn their romantic connection into a solid friendship. My point is, this is hard, and you have a lot to deal with. Take your time and do not rush anything. But if you and your wife can focus on your daughter and being healthy co-parents, her life will be so much better. Are you Ross Geller? I'm sorry 7 years of your life have been wasted by someone that was never attracted to you. But the good news is that the rest of your life is open ahead of you. What I think you need to find out as a priority is whether she means gay as in I don't want to be married to a man anymore, or gay as in oh okay then, B, so I'm okay to stay married, but I wanna fuck women sometimes on the side. Edit, or as you /K14 deploy pointed out, lesbian sexually but happy to remain married. Basically, does she intend to divorce, or to stay or make it work? Meanwhile you can decide which of those you want. But wow, she sure picked her moment. Before you had the kid would have been 1000 times easier. You'll survive. It's just gonna be a rough year. But you will come out the other side. Take it slow, do the counseling. We've had intimacy problems for a while now, and have tried working on them, but she's discovered she's exclusively attracted to women. There hasn't been any affair or anything like that or someone she's interested in. She's had a lot of time to process and figure this out on her own, and on her own research. She's expressed that she will support me and will do everything to make sure we remain a family for our daughter, to make sure she comes first. But obviously we can't have a traditional family and I don't want her to have to sacrifice her happiness nor mine. You're gonna hate this, but let's just say it. She's a ducking piece of shhhh. If she's been hanging on to this for a while, you've moved your whole life around a relationship where she's not even interested in your gender. The lack of consideration shows that even beyond the chaos this brings, she doesn't really care about you like you care about her. Get out and take the kid and find a decent human being. And deciding you're gay at 28 is very atypical. She is either mentally ill or she's known for a lot longer and just didn't tell you. Best of luck, but this is a big oof, life-shattering oof, and she needs to know that. I was in your wife's position. Our daughter was 6 years old. She is now 15. My ex-husband and I remain on friendly terms after an initial difficult period. He and I are both now in far more fulfilling relationships for both of us. It's not the way either of us would have chosen our lives to work out, but we are so grateful for our amazing daughter and the fact that we have her. Our daughter is well adjusted and open-minded. She considers both our homes to be her home, and she considers our new partners to be her bonus parents. She is very happy, and so are we. You will be okay. It's a rough ride initially, but you deserve to be loved by someone who can love you wholly.